Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode we took on Key Cavern, and in this episode we have quite a lot to do actually, because now that we have the Pegasus boots, there are some things that I have been saving for just this moment. Let me get these guys out of here. I can't remember if there is a secret seashell up here or not. There is. That's what I thought. Alright. There's a couple of these, like, ledges with stairs on them that resemble this, so wasn't sure if I had the right one. Anyway, we actually have a couple of secret seashells that we can get now. One is right here in this tree. You'll just use the Pegasus boots to ram right into it, and you find a secret seashell. So that makes, let's see, 13. Oh, that was close. Oh, got me when my back was turned. Coward. Those are winged Octoroks, flying Octoroks. If it wasn't obvious. So yeah, I know I talked about this in the first episode, I believe, but if you don't know where to go, you can always go in these telephone booths and talk to Old Man Arira. Bring. Hi, this is Arira. In the Yarna Desert, which is located in the southeast of the island, you will find something called the Angler Key. How much more obvious do I have to be? Bye. Click. Rude ass. Anyway, yes, so we need the Angler Key to make it to the fourth dungeon. But we don't want to do that quite yet, because actually let me check and see if there's something else in here for us to get. There is. So you can get this bow and arrow set for 980 rubies. We're a little short. Normally, I would save up to get that. I kind of want to just steal it, but there are going to be some things that we want to get later. We'll wait. Just because I don't want to restrict ourselves from getting the later items just because we stole, and I'm sure anyone watching this already knows, what happens when you steal. You get called a thief, and then that guy will zap you when you go in there. But anyway, we have another, what are those things called? Dolls? Figurines, that's what they're called, yeah. This one is a boo. So, it's on a moving platform. I'm not sure if we have got one that's on a moving platform yet or not, but in case we didn't, the sure way to get this is to, like for this one, it's all the way over there. So you're just going to go as far as you can to the right. You're going to wait until it goes where you want it, and then as soon as it starts moving the other direction, go ahead and go up. And the timing should work out that as soon as it comes back, that's whenever the claw will close. Luckily this one is pretty round, so it shouldn't fall out. And there we go. Just like that, we have got ourselves the Boo figurine. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh well. We may as well. I'll just get the 50 rupees. If you see that stone up in the corner, that is a chamber stone. I think it's just called chamber stone for Dompe's chamber game. I'm not real interested in that right now. Let me know if you are, and I will go ahead and revisit that. But it's not the most exciting thing. There are like a couple items that I do want to get from Dompe, but it's not like the most exciting thing in the world, and it would probably take up like a whole episode to do. So, and like I said, we've got some other things that we need to take care of that are much more exciting. So, one would be in here. If you remember, I went in here and read these books, but there's this one book that we could not get because it's way up there. But now that we have the Pegasus boots, we'll just knock that right off. The Hidden Power of Color. Do you want to read this book? Yes. There's a new world of color under the 5 gravestones. Up 3, right 4, up 5, left 2, down 1. So, this is a call to the, there's 5 gravestones in a certain corner of the graveyard, and there's 3 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and this is the order that we have to move each of those. So, it's essentially, well, I thought there was a certain thing to it, but let's see, up 3, right 4, so up, right, up, left, down. Try with all your might, you may open a new path. Are you worthy to receive the power of color? What's this world of color about? Maybe you should try it and see. And that's what we are going to do. But before we do that, there's still a few seashells that we can get. One is once again back in front of the first dungeon we took on, but if you ram into this tree, one more secret seashell, and there is another tree that we can run into further down here on the beach. Go ahead and get these guys out of the way so they don't hit us. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. One more secret seashell. Let's see, how many does that make now? 15? Alright, so now I believe we can go ahead and get the next present from the Seashell Mansion. We'll do that. But on our way to the portal, because if you remember, we opened a portal right next to the Seashell Mansion. And on our way to the portal, closest portal being in Yukuka, is that right? Yeah, Ukuku Prairie. Okay. Get out of here. So yeah, you may have wondered what this thing is about. You're probably like, hey, we can lift things, why can't we just go ahead in here? Well, we need the Pegasus boots for something. This is the Dream Shrine, okay? So, nothing in here but a bed. You just lay down and go to sleep. Sort of a dream within a dream, if you know anything about the world of Link's Awakening. But yeah, you'll see these guys, these are Mimikyus, so they will mimic our exact movements. The reason we need the Pegasus boots is because we don't want to get stuck on one of these cracked floors. So what we'll do is we'll just run and bash through all of them. That way we can go ahead and kill them, and we don't have to stand on any floors for too long and fall. So there's actually a couple things. One is a chest with 100 rupees, which will help us on our quest to obtain enough rupees for the bow and arrow, but if we go through this, look at this nice shiny ocarina. You got the ocarina, you should learn to play many songs. So, and a funny thing, a small instrument that plays a haunting tone. But I think it's funny if you, before you learn any songs, if you just play it. Well, it's an ocarina, but you don't know how to play it. I always think that's funny. So yeah, went ahead and got the Dream Shine out of the way, but this ocarina is going to come in handy throughout the rest of the game. And might as well go ahead and learn our first song. Hey, that's a nice ocarina you have there. Will you accompany me as I sing? So how do you like it? It's really touching, isn't it? Does it stick in your mind? Yes. And just like that, we've learned the Ballad of the Windfish. This song will always remain in your heart. Please remember this song. You should play it every once in a while to keep it fresh in your mind. Alright. And yeah, if you notice up by the ocarina, we now have a little picture of Marin, telling us that that is the song that she taught us. And as we go through the game, there will be a couple more songs that we can learn, and we'll be able to switch back and forth between them. So, now that we have that out of the way, we should... Let's see, where are we going to go? Oh yeah, we're going to go to the Seashell Mansion and go ahead and turn in those seashells now that we have 15. Right. I'll just step up on the pedestal here. And voila! Get ourselves another present. And this is something that will actually come in handy. This is the seashell sensor. So now, just like whenever we're in a dungeon and we enter a room that has a key, if we walk by an area where there is a secret seashell hiding somewhere on the screen, there will be an icon over by our X and Y button icons up in the top right screen, as well as a sound effect letting us know that there is a secret seashell nearby. There should be one down here that I might be able to show off. Oh, yep, see it? It also makes the controller vibrate. You guys can't feel that, but I imagine you probably heard the sound effect, and whoa, that rock just turned to dust because we grabbed an item. That's kind of funny. Alright. Go ahead and make our way here, because there is another... Alright. This thing is a beetle. You hide under rocks. I believe this one's just called a skull beetle because it's under a skull. Yeah, you can't you can't hurt it with your sword whenever it is hiding under a skull, but if you notice, there is a cracked wall here, so we're gonna go ahead and break through here. And now we're up here. So, if we had just walked out of that other... Like, if we just went down, we would have came out over there. So, but before we do that, there is an owl up here, and if you notice our seashell sensor went off. That's gonna be hard to say, seashell sensor. It's like she sells seashells. Around here, secrets are nigh. Oh. I found the nigh secret. So yeah. It almost makes you think that it's gonna be right there, but nope, just a heart. That's how they get you. Also down here, it looks kind of like an area where there might be something hiding, but once again, nope. Even... yeah. I'm definitely one to fall for those sorts of strange looking areas, but no matter. Okay. So here, we'll just run away from those skull wheels. So now we're down here. Ugh. Okay, let's see. These guys are known as bombers, aptly named. While we're here, find ourselves another warp, so we'll use that too. Oop. That seashell sensor is picking up over there in the grass. Can't go there yet. We need an item that is going to allow us to swim, as well as, if you see right here directly to the right of me or by those rocks, there is a piece of heart down there underwater, and something I accidentally uncovered, this secret seashell. So, all this stuff, we're gonna come back here, but we need to be able to swim. So, just ignore it for now. Ah! That's a river Zora. I think earlier I called it like a bad Zora or something, but river Zoras are the ones that are bad. Alright, so, anyway, now that we have went to the Seashell Mansion, got our seashell sensor, and then picked up a few extra ones, we are going to finally make our way over to the graveyard, which is up here. So, we're gonna head back to a Cuckoo Prairie. And while we're up by the graveyard, there is a warp that I forgot to open, which will make it a lot easier to revisit the area, as well as to revisit Dompe whenever we want to. So we're going to go ahead and take care of both those things. Let's see, do we still, yeah, we still have Tracy's secret medicine. See, this is another area right here that you'd think like, oh, there must be a seashell. Nope. That's what they want you to think. See, you see the smoke rising up in that water? It's going to be another warp point, but we cannot access that one just yet. First, we're going to access this one. Dompe Shack. And now that we are up here, I'm going to avoid these crows. Attack them if necessary. So, looking for this. That's the area we went in before. See, that one has, up there's 6. This has 4. Up there has 6. This one has 5. So this must be what we're looking for. Now, if you remember, the order was up, right, up for the top, up, right, up, and then the bottom was left and down. What? Okay, I guess I got that wrong. So, maybe it was, I think I got the ups and downs mixed up. So, go ahead and kill these ghosts so they're not bothering us. Alright, I'm just going to go back in here. Okay. So, I just thought of something. There weren't just directions on which things to do the gravestone. There were also numbers. And I think that is where I messed up. I think we are supposed to push them in the correct order. So the top was 3, 4, 5. This one was 2. This one was 1. So I think I got the directions right. I just did the order wrong. So this was 1. Push this down. Alright, see, this one was left. That was 2. 3 was up. 4 was right. And 5 was up. There we go. Let me in. Okay. This is a color dungeon and we're the color guard. You'll need magic powder to get anywhere in here. Say the word and I'll sell you some. I think I'm good, but I'll come back if I need some. Okay, let's see. Better use this. Because if you remember, the fairies are not automatic, so. Yeah, these are camo goblins. Named because they blend into the color that they're on. Let's see if there's anything in here. I don't think there's really much. Well, some magic powder. Alright, so this is a puzzle that you'll see these have squares, these have circles. Every time you hit it with your sword, it'll change. And it will also change the two that are connected to it. So, if this one was a circle, we hit it to turn it to a square and make these 3 circles. Now, we hit the one in the middle, it'll change all 3 to a square. And just like that, we solve that puzzle. And got ourselves the compass. Now, it's hard to see, but this is a cracked wall here. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bomb. Now we can make our way in. Get ourselves some free rupees. Which is definitely helpful because we are still saving up for that bow and arrow set. And we're getting pretty close. About 220 off. Alright, that is a bone putter. He is going to try and hurt us. But if we throw a pot at him, then he will just hop around because he loses wings. And if we're lucky, wasn't gonna wait on him. Yeah, when you jump on these, you change colors, and the closer it gets to red, the closer it gets to cracking. You'll see red, boom. But it's not just us. As you can see, the bone putter was also tumbling around. These guys are called Karakoros. Weird name, I know. But all you have to do is hit them so they hide and then toss them into the corresponding hole. I'm sure we've all been to kindergarten. And now we get the stone beak. So, make our way back to that owl statue and see what he had to say. Get rid of these color goblins, or the camo goblins, rather. Alright, yeah, and you'll see our compass went off, indicating that there is a key hidden somewhere. I might just wait for this guy to kill himself, unless he takes too long. Yeah, he's taking too long. And got ourselves a small key, so go ahead and fit in here. Ah! Jeez. Alright, let's see what this owl has to say. Try if you dare, make every tile square. Okay. Go ahead and use the key to open up this. And our first mini boss in this dungeon is the Golem. What a greedy fool. You want more power? A buffoon like you might as well give up and go home. Hey. So, since he's going to jump like that, you have to time your jumps so that he can't hit you. I just kind of want to hack away at him though. We got Tracy's secret medicine. Alright, go ahead and get this fairy. Save it for later. See what's in here. More bone cutters. Alright, he just kinda did away with himself. Step on this. So we can go in here, and we have another puzzle. Try if you dare, make every tile square. So this one, let's see, I'm pretty sure it's just hit that side, hit the bottom, hit the right, and then hit the top. Yep. But we've reached an impasse. We don't have this key, so we're gonna have to turn back. But now that we have this way opened, we can come through here anytime we want. So go ahead up here. And by killing all of the slimes in this room, we got the dungeon map. So now, let's see how much more we have to do. Here's where the nightmare was. So the key that we're looking for is almost on our way to that. So must be right here. So we're gonna have to make our way all the way to that side. Oh, something's in here though. So go ahead and get that one. More Karakoros. I'm a pain in the butt sometimes. And by doing that, we get one more key. If you go ahead and do this, still need the boss key though. So that's not even really a puzzle, but you know, still need the boss key, so we will come back. And actually, now would be a good time for me to show this off. If we equip our ocarina and play it while we're in a dungeon, maybe this dungeon didn't count. Oh, this is the wrong song. Okay. It's a song we get later, but it essentially just warps us back to the beginning of the dungeon, which is pretty helpful. Alright, let's see. Where were we going? We need to go right one and then up. And that's how we get to right here. Alright, so making it a little bit tougher, at least they think so, by adding these triangles, but it's pretty much just the same exact puzzle. Just gotta hit it an extra time. Right, so now we're gonna defeat these camo goblins and go ahead and open this and here's our second mini-boss for this dungeon. Boo, I am no weakling. Your pitiful sword is no match for me. So yeah, this guy will turn into one of these electric chews. What you have to do is put that magic powder on him and then hit him with your sword. Oh, there, use our fairy. And just like that. And he gave us another fairy. How nice. Now, we just move those and move this one. And we acquire the nightmare key. And go ahead and make our way all the way back. To the boss room. No, I want that. Yes. Woo. Trying to find some hearts. I think we'll be good. Oh, yeah, there's a fairy. Totally forgot there's a fairy right there. So yeah, we're definitely good. Alright, and now it is time to take on the boss of this dungeon. This is safe. I'm safe. This is the hard hit beetle. So what we're going to want to do is just continuously hit him, and he's going to, just like the floors, step back, take your time. Yeah, no. The closer we get him to red, the better. And it's pretty easy if you can stay close to him, but the farther away you are from him and the longer it takes you to land another hit, he will start to turn back closer to blue. And that's essentially the gimmick. But this is when we want to go back to the beginning of the dungeon. We don't need to do that, because we want to talk to this fairy first. Welcome, Link. I admire you for coming this far. I will give you the power of color. If you want offense, choose red. If you want defense, choose blue. Which power do you want? So, if we choose red, we will do double damage. And if we choose blue, then we will take half as much damage. I'm not really worried about taking much damage because this is a normal run through. In my personal playthrough, I was on hero mode, and so I already took twice as much damage, so I picked the blue mail, which allowed me to essentially take normal damage So, in this playthrough though, I'm going to choose the red male so that we can be twice as powerful. You got the red male. Your body is full of energy. I will now take you outside. Alright, so yeah, now we get to be red for a while. Probably for the rest of the game, because I don't see myself changing back to the blue. Unless you guys want to see blue. Man, you can come back anytime you want. Just go in there. I mean, you have to make your way all the way through the dungeon again, but you just make your way back to the fairy and ask her to change you to blue, and she will. And if you get tired of that, then you can change to red again. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. In the next episode, we will finally make our way to Yarna Desert and get the angler key so that we can take on the 4th dungeon. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to get updates for the next video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.